Okay, so today we are going to continue adding on to the landscape drawings that you started yesterday. So yesterday we did a background, and then we did kind of 3 mountain lines or some sort of layers of objects happening in our landscape. Remember, we're focusing on monochromatic values, so we're picking one color scheme, and then we're looking at our values, so we're looking at lights to darks as we create this piece. So today we're going to add one more kind of mountain line or whatever sort of objects that you want, and I'm just going to make this a little darker right away to start. Now we're getting nice and close to us, so these objects should be pretty dark. They should not be black, but they should be getting pretty dark. And so I'm copying and pasting my mountains into the front here. And that is what is going to create that nice landscape. Okay, so now I have this kind of gap right down here, and I don't really want that gap to stay there because I want to add some additional objects in the front. If you don't have a gap, great, but I do. So I'm going to show you how to fill that in. So I'm going to come over to my elements, and I'm going to type in rectangle. And I'm going to grab my rectangle and plop that in here. Now, this rectangle, I'm going to slide here, and I'm going to pull all the way across. And now I want to make this rectangle the same color as my mountains that are closest to me. So I'm going to come up to my circle. And a lot of times Canva is smart, so it can kind of grab the colors that you are seeing in the document. If you don't see that dark color, you can also go into this rainbow circle and click on it, and you can go pick a color and highlight over the color you want it to, click, and it'll automatically become that color. All right, so now you can see I have this lovely kind of range of mountains. I have one little area here that there we go. So now I am going to place some objects that are super, super close to us. So I could plant trees, or I could do cactus or a car or whatever you want. So maybe I will do a tree. So I'm going to come to elements, and I'm going to type in tree. And our tree, we do want to have like a black tree because it's super close to us, or a black cactus or whatever it might be. And I am going to copy and paste a few different objects in front, excuse me, that are closest to us. And then after I have some objects in here that are nice and close, the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put something up here in the background. I could do a sun, I could do a moon. So I'm going to just look at, I kind of like this one. Make that smaller, and I'm going to pop that up here in the background. And voila, I have created a really lovely landscape using different values, looking at a monochromatic color scale, and I am seeing objects that are further away from me and closer to me.